Hello, we are Paro. We're an art rock band from Edmonton, and we just finished recording some songs here at Resonate. One, two, three.
I'll be on this world test my faith in earnesty. You just say the word and I'll turn it all into phantasmagoria. You know the way I look at you. Don't let it work. Yeah, you know the way I look at you. Don't let it work. Yeah, you know the way I look at you. You feel it too. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Well, Braden and I have known each other since like the third grade. Started playing music around the ninth grade. He started playing drums like way before I got into music at all, and I was just so jealous. Him and his older sister had, various projects growing up, and I was just so jealous that like they could do this, they could play music, and I really wanted in. Braden's sister Lily taught me how to play guitar and was in Paro for its early iteration. And then once we got to McEwen in our first year, we met Donovan, our bassist, Donovan has a real job, so he's doing that right now, but you probably saw him earlier. He's our bassist. We love him. So we were a three-piece for a while, and then when we first, seriously...
Under the name Fairpoint.
Under the name Fairpoint, our first
fact.
show, fun fact, our first show was at Rockin' for Dollars.
November 2023.
Yeah.
3.
Under the name Fairpoint. Ellen Sawyer joined us for our first, proper show as Paro at it was some dive bar on the north
Leaf.
side. The Leaf Bar and
Bar and
Grill. Yeah, man. Those are the
staple of Edmonton.
the golden era of Paro. Yeah, Sawyer has been with us kind of on and off since then. Ethan stepped in just this year for the most recent run of shows to support our last couple of EPs that we put out. That's why we're here. That's how we're here.
We met Tony and Ryan and actually wait, Ethan was there too. That was like the Quiddity or whatever, like one of those early.
Were you in Quiddity?
I was in one of the. It was before you guys actually gigged, but that's when they were just jamming.
Dude,
the
I
things.
totally remember that. Oh wow.
That's
the double drum jam.
That's
yes,
crazy.
the double drum jam.
The name. Okay, so here's the spiel. I've rehearsed this many times. Here it goes. So Paro is from this website. I think it's a book now. It's called The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. And the premise is made-up words for feelings that, I guess, exist and are ubiquitous, and if described to you, you would probably resonate with them. Resonate, that's funny. So the guy who runs it, he just assigns words to these, essentially ubiquitous, what's the word I'm looking for?
Undefined.
But undefined feelings. And Paro, the way it is there, it's like P-A with this thing over it, R-O. It's the feeling that everything you do is sort of fundamentally wrong because you're the one doing it. And everyone else kind of sees an obvious way forward. They're kind of putting their feet up, and life is sort of just fundamentally easier for them just because they're them and just because you're you. And I feel like that all the time. I don't trust myself to make pancakes. I can't, I need to look at instructions and follow it to a T because I'll find a way to mess it up. Oh boy, that's a great question. Well, when the band first formed in like, grade 9, I was going through like a musical revolution. Like I had just discovered Radiohead, and for that I was really into like grunge, but discovering Radiohead was like, oh wow, music can make me feel this way. This is all I want to do forever now. So that's kind of like a big starting point. But over the years, the things Braden and I listened to kind of formed what the band is now. Like Braden's a big jazz guy. I got really into the UK windmill scene, like Black Midi, Black Country New Road, stuff like Fontaine's DC, as well as like math rock, like hella American football. I guess genre wise, it's pretty close. Maybe shoegaze, maybe post rock. I don't know. It's all just words. Like we kind of just do whatever feels good. Like all the songs sound really different, I think, which is cool. I like that about our band.
king jumping up and down. I'm donning my oldest crown. Little king jumping up and down. I saw you on the main street, walking with your mom. I got scared and turned on. Nothing really changed. Saw you on the main street, walking with your mom. I got scared and turned on. Nothing really changed. Yeah. Change. 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 Go.
So the main songwriter of our band is actually this little goblin I found in the forest 10 years ago, and I kidnapped him. I keep him in the basement. He's all chained up, and he's a genius, dude. He's so smart.
really
You know, sometimes he gets kind of lazy. Got to get down there and whip him into shape. But
There's some really weird takes too.
yeah,
There's some pretty controversial.
he said some crazy things. But yeah, he's so good. He's so good, and I just you know, it's my job to. This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm the main songwriter of the band.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Little known fact, everybody.
I thought it was the little guy. Little gore blob.
It's not the. We don't talk about Gorblobs.
Do you know Paro's actually one goblin?
There was actually one goblin in Simon's basement. Yeah, most of the time, I guess it's sort of. I have a little guitar idea in some strange alternate tuning. I have no way of analyzing it. And I bring it to the band, and these guys are all like jazz freaks. They're way smarter than me when it comes to that kind of thing. I just play it, and they interpret it, and they figure out in a way that makes sense to them. Sometimes we do write all together, like Rick and Sadie, I think is unique in that, like from the ground up, we kind of built it from just like the sort of opening chord progression. But I guess
628 was some group sessions, right?
was yeah. The second half of it came totally spontaneously in a practice room at McKeel, and I remember the day.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the more kind of linear structured songs kind of came about in that way, where it's like Simon has some kind of idea and he wants to develop it, so he brings it to the band, and then we all kind of interpret it in whatever way we do, and it gives each of us new ideas and kind of natural momentum.
Yeah.
It turns into something different.
Yeah, I give everyone total free reign over their parts, and my only input is like, I like that, or I don't like that.
And sometimes you're a total fascist.
And sometimes I'm a total fascist,
Yeah.
and I can be a little bit of a diva, but I mean, they're still here, so I can't be that bad. I hope when people listen to our music, they feel
Some sort of pain and anguish, for sure.
Fear.
Like just terrible feelings. Just the worst feelings a human can
Dread.
experience.
I hope they lose all their memories.
I hope it resonates with them.
I hope it resonates music school and studio. I hope it makes them think that they left the stove on. Serious answer. I don't think there's like a well articulated like theme or message in like our songs. I mean, like there's individual meaning in individual songs, of course, but there's no like overall, I don't know, theme or agenda that we're trying to push. Like, I hope the feelings are generally positive, I guess. I mean, I like playing the music, I like writing it, so I hope that translates in some way.
My favorite one to play is Rick and Sadie.
It's kind of our magnum opus, Rick and Sadie.
And musically, like aside from like other feelings, like just locking into the music, that one has, I think, the most fun things in it.
I think I'll always be nostalgic for when I joined Paro, like it was 2 years. I don't know when it was, the Leaf era.
It was like 2024.
Yeah. Cold Feet, the song Cold Feet. I like that one a lot. That one was really cool. That one I was like Dang, Simon writes very, very cool songs. That one is sick. But yeah, I also think Rick and Sadie is a very special song. Rick and Sadie is super special.
That was going to be my the next favorite. The very first song we ever recorded, Braden and I made it on GarageBand on his iPhone. It's called Lovely Melody. It's not out on anything as of this interview. That one is like really rough. There's no vocals on it, but it's just like, it's pure like progress. Like we learned so much from making that little song, and it has like it still gets me emotional. Like
Yeah, me too.
I think it's an incredible composition, even though I had no idea what I was doing when I made it. You know, it was before music school, before I like was taking any of this seriously. It was just pure like exploring what we can do with our instruments and like an iPhone.
There's so much memory attached to it too. Like,
Yeah.
like I have a distinct memory of like setting up Christmas lights in my basement just to get the vibe right while we like played on our little GarageBand on my iPhone or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And we sampled like an old Gulliver's Travels movie and stuff. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
it's just-
yeah. It was chock full of
It was
samples.
a simpler time. There's just so much curiosity and it's just like such a pure expression of I think what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Rick and Sadie, smiling, waving, when I'm pacing pavement lately. Wait for baby, old man makes me kind and patient. Love my neighbors. He was a power linesman in the 80s. Days of cheap oil, Playboy bunnies, and Seafoam green Chrysler fumes. In boiling midsummer, Rick was on Badland back roads. Skip ahead to the good part, he's got a dog. My Snow White, canine calamity. I would lay down my sword for your white tail waggling. You're the queen of my husky dreams, baby. They can sell you our sweet spit as the slobbery cure to gout, measles, and bad luck in Bet 365. I'd win every free throw. I'd win every parlay. I'd win every wager. I've been on LeBron James to turn into a grapefruit. I've been on Bayern Munich, their pants on the pitch against Chelsea at halftime. For 97 to 29. Last one clean through on your f***ing head. I've been on Roger Federer to drop dead in the Wimbledon sun because that Swiss has had it too good for too long. It's unnatural to be that good at tennis. It's unnatural. nothing now. Yeah, but Sadie says I'm right, so that's something, yeah, but Sadie says I'm right, so that's something, yeah, but Sadie says I'm right, so that's something, something.
I mean, I guess you could really just simplify it to just enjoy what you do. You know, you need to have something pushing you, something motivating you, something beyond just like, I have to practice this much this week. I have to learn this song today. Like, you need to feel something like some kind of inspiration, so, you know, something indescribable within you to get you there. Because otherwise, it's just it becomes work.
Yeah, it becomes dutiful. Yeah.
But then, if you're only relying too much on feeling good, then you kind of lose the discipline, and you might not progress technically. And you'll find yourself kind of stuck in a rut where you're like, I feel like I have the potential to be better, but you don't have the discipline to get you there. So it's a hard balance.
Sometimes you don't even need to. Like, sometimes it's not about getting better necessarily or being more disciplined and, like, you know, being on this path. Like, it's just like about doing the thing and doing what you love. I feel like for us, we can put a lot of unneeded pressure on music because, you know, it's kind of our livelihoods, and we got to school and there's all this like self-imposed stake that we're putting on the music. But at the core of it, it's just a fun thing that you can do. And it doesn't really matter if you're good at it or not.
We're playing in Calgary tomorrow, and then we're done. And then I'm moving to Montreal at the end of this summer. We got nothing planned. See, there's like a small list of bands that if they ask us to play, we'll come back. But if that criteria is not met, then it's kind of it.
So this is like the end of Paro.
This is yeah.
Rest in peace. This is a memorial, actually.
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
Summertime, I'll get you something you'll know me by every day. A little ring with the moon on the band, it fits your finger. Do you still wear it out when you're at some party or the dog? Has anyone ever asked you about the time you wasted with me in July? In July. Good morning, arrival gate. I'm sick of being on this plane. Around that door's a pretty thing who's awaiting. it's too late. Yeah.
Thank you to Resonate for having us in this awesome space. Thanks to Ryan here from Peace Out Prod and Jamie, who probably will be editing this. Stellar for producing this. Thanks to Gorp, little gremlin in my basement.
Sure. Thanks to my mom.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Kirsten. Thank you to the Aviary for having us so many times over the years. It's like my favorite venue. Chris Larson has been kind of doing sound at all of our DIY shows recently, and he always does an amazing job. Shout out these bands: Refrigerator, Thread Baron, Julia Was a Rodeo, Funeral Photo Op, Drew Swayans, Powler, Tebby and the Heavy, Morning Coyote,
Barrow Sanders.
Pharaoh
Pharaoh
Sanders.
Sanders.
I'm definitely going to keep making music, probably forever, though not under Paro anymore, I don't think. I feel like being separated from Braden is kind of the deciding factor. It can't be Paro without the two of us.
I think we'll still make some stuff happen every once in a while, though.
Yeah. You can find us on Instagram at Paro_is_a_band and on streaming at PARO!!
And Simon makes really cool CDs. If you come to, I mean, I guess the shows are done now. You can't come to a show anymore, but
If you ask me to make you a CD, I'll make you one.